night, Miss. Thank you for your attention. Allow me introduce myself. I'm Sinta, class 12 accounting 2. Today, I'd like to report on my apprentice activity in PT RJ London Construction Company. Fieldwork parties is an educational, training and learning activity carried out in the business or industrial work. Industrial work practice can support students to have sufficient insight to become a professional workforce and high quality in their respective fields so that students can make more developments in their respective field. Introduction 1. Background. In the national system of vocation high school, it is one of the subsystems that has a direct function and role in the development of human research as an integral part of the economic development program. For this reason, as a human resource development subsystem of vocation high school, it plays an important role in preparing a qualified workforce with professional abilities. This is done because there are still many vocational practice students in the school that have just started, so that it is not enough to provide professional skill to students. By following the outline of government policy in the field of education and studying the situation in Indonesia. In this case, the principle of mastery of professional expertise. It is necessary to apply it in the form of industrial work practice. For vocational high school in general and especially SMK Yupentek 5 Tangerang in accordance with the existing situation and condition. The industrial work practice students are expected to get money benefit and knowledge. Also, students have a work ethic which includes work ability, work motivation, initiative, creativity, quality work, result, and time discipline for the business industry work-based knowledge gained through school education, so that he can be called a qualified person and have high professional skill. Purpose on the report. Making a report on the implementation of industrial work practice I add. This is to determine the development of students during industrial work practice. Next, as responsibility of the assignment given by the school to students in connection with the implementation of internship. Next, adding to the school library vocabulary and as knowledge for the next generation of students. Next, as as evidence of training for students in making an activities report. Next, as proof that students have carried out the practice carried out at industrial work. Next, as a condition of taking the national exam. Next, to meet the competency standards of industrial work practice. Outline of the issue. The practical field work that must be meticulous, like 1. Must be careful in inputting the use of raw material for the product. 2. In the input process, we must be careful not to make mistakes that have a negative impact of the company. 3. Must be responsible for that is being done. There should not be something wrong because a little wrong will affect company data. Conclusion. After I did a practice work at PT Arja London, I was grateful because I was able to go directly into the work of industry to practice firsthand how the work is usually done by staff. I could be directly guided by the works there and taught how to work normally. I was taught about the holding of industrial work practice like this can instill a disciplined, skill and responsible attitude to students. For PT RJ London, hopefully you can increase cooperation with the Education Office to support industrial practical work programs so that there are many opportunities for students to go directly into the industrial work. For students, hopefully you can be more disciplined in the rules set at the place of internship and do all the work given with care and be responsible in doing the work, not to disappoint the company and the school. Many reports on my internship activity at PT Arja London. Thanks for your attention. Good night, Miss.